Hi everyone, this is Dr. Celeste Amaya. I'm an integrative physician and I merge Eastern healing methods with Western medicine. And today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that my patients have been saying to me and clients as well about the past few weeks of just feeling an overwhelming sense of sadness, a lot of frustration. Some of them knew and had definite reasons. Others just didn't know. There was just a general feeling of listlessness, a sense of underlying worry, enough to sort of give them a sense of dis-ease and a lot of uneasiness. They were unable to shake it. And so they were asking me for some very quick mindset shifting that they can do. I first, of course, asked them whether or not they had done any, daily meditation, which is very important. Daily reflective, methods, exercises, being in contemplation. I normally recommend at least sitting for 30 to 45, if not 60 minutes, once or twice a day. It allows the mind and the body to naturally clear whatever is heavy inside, whatever past worries are. It could go as back as 5 years, as far back as 10 years, sometimes even as far back as when we were children. A lot of unresolved problems that have been going on, and sometimes they just surface now when something around us begins to trigger us. And so while most of them said, yes, they did do meditation, they were really very interested in just after you do the meditation, after you do the sitting and you're diligent about it, what happens if during the day you're just really depressed, you're just feeling really down, and you have to be at work, you have to see clients or customers, and you have to be really on the ball. You have to be able to interact socially and be somewhat pleasant and somewhat enjoy your time, despite the fact that there might be something going on inside that's bothering you. So I gave them some quick tips about what to do with just very quick mind shifts. And what I normally recommend is, if you are in public and you're not able to excuse yourself to go to a room, maybe to go to a restroom and just close the stall doors, you could sit quietly and basically say to yourself, just start listing 20, 22, 25 gratitudes. I'm really happy today because of this. If I'm really grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for being able to see. I'm so grateful that I can write. And what you end up finding out is that after a while, you start to develop a sense of ease. You start to develop a sense of relief, a lightness. Now, if that doesn't work, again, I've taught people to do statement questions. You would just turn them into a question so that the mind doesn't have any ability to contradict you. Because a lot of times you can say, I'm so happy and I'm feeling really grateful because of this. And then the egoic mind says, no, you're not. No, you're not. A lot of times you're feeling tired, you want to get more energy. I'm very energetic. No, you're not. No, you're not. So one of the things that I've taught people to do is to turn statements into questions. You would say, why am I feeling so energetic that I didn't know before? Why have I been feeling so strong and flexible that I didn't notice before? Why have all these things been happening for me that I didn't notice before? Or why have I been feeling so healthy, feeling so free in the last year or 2 years that I didn't notice before? And these are different ways of saying pretty much the same thing, but turning it into a question. So for example, if let's say you've been feeling a little bit sad and you want to say, I'm very grateful for something, and you want to turn it into a question, you would say, why have I been so grateful to be able to travel, to be able to feel a sense of strength that I didn't notice before? And if you actually dissect out the question, you would realize that the mind, the egoic mind, will be answering, why is it that you didn't know? it's not going to contradict the core of it, which is I am grateful for, whatever it is you're grateful for my happiness, for feeling so fortunate, feeling free, whatever it is. You basically, as soon as you turn it into a question, you ask the question, why is it that I didn't notice before? That's the question that the mind's going to be answering. And the mind could easily say, well, you weren't paying attention, you just weren't noticing these things. And what you realize then is that it's still okay. The main core of it is that you're feeling grateful and happy for something specific, and that still remains true. So I'm going to go ahead and lead you guys to do a little brief meridian sitting session, and we'll try to do some of the basic statements and turn them into questions. So I'm going to go ahead and have you close your eyes, find a place that's comfortable, and just sit up. And again, if you are feeling a little bit tired, please feel free to lie down, and then go ahead and replay this video when you are feeling more energetic and more awake. And that's okay. Anything's okay. So go ahead and find a place that's comfortable and just kind of sit up and close your eyes very gently and allow yourself to just feel the space around you. Allow yourself to listen to the ambient noises around you. It could be outside, it could be inside, it could be the refrigeration, the refrigerator motor, it could be the AC, the fan. Outside, perhaps, there's cars, there's traffic, there could be dogs barking, there could be kids talking, playing, what have you. And just kind of get a general feel and start to go inward and begin to feel the heartbeat, locate that. Locate your breath, locate the way your body's moving, feel the clothing that touches parts of your skin. Just be focused, aware, and grounded. And as you begin to think about this huge space that's around us, you're free to hold that space for yourself. And then gently release yourself into the space and be part of the space that contains you. And allow the mind the freedom to begin to wander. Allow the mind and the body to simply flow. And go ahead and take a slow, deep breath in. And again, just like previous videos, I've asked you to take slow, deep breaths in through your nose or through pursed lips to kind of slow the air down as you inhale. Give it about 5 to 7 seconds to make sure you track that air all the way down into the belly, allowing the belly to expand. And then allow yourself to exhale slowly, 5 to 7 seconds, and visualize the stomach being pushed back in towards the spine. The slow, deep breathing and tracking the air all the way down allows you to make sure that the breath is full, deep, deliberate, and slow. So again, go ahead and breathe in now. And let it out. And go ahead and breathe in again, 5 to 7 seconds. Track that breath all the way down to the belly. And let it out. Good. Now go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and have you just access the chest points and begin tapping here. And if you are wanting the full set of the points that I normally use, please feel free to look into my substack.com blog. It's substack.com under Physician Healer. And there I go through in more detail different tutorials, different points to maneuver, and let other people know if you find that it's been helpful, you found something in it meaningful, and just make sure you share and subscribe. And then obviously, if you like what you see here in the videos, please go ahead and comment, share, subscribe as well, and then click the bell to make sure you get all the alerts. So whatever calls to you. Go ahead now and begin gently applying repetitive pressure or tapping to the chest point. It's also called the collarbone point. And go ahead and take another slow, deep breath in through the nose. and let it out. Now I'm going to go ahead and start speaking. Feel free to repeat after me silently or aloud, or just allow yourself to tap and then just listen to my words. I allow myself to settle into the space, into this moment, into the present time, into the now, allowing myself freedom to release completely into the space, allowing myself to flow with ease, without effort, allowing my body to rise, allowing my body to heal, to restore into a balanced state. Go ahead and change the meridian point to the blade of the hand. As I ask my mind, body, and spirit to come together in coherence, I know that I'm not only connected to myself and all the elements that make me who I am, but I'm also connected to everyone and everything all around me. And it is through this connection that I know that I'm always free and never alone. I allow myself to flow gently in the space, knowing that in the space everything is possible, and this is the space of the present time, the present moment. I can feel my breath. I can feel my heartbeat. I know that I'm here. I know that I'm alive. And for that, I am grateful. I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful also for nothing at all. I'm grateful for so much more. I allow myself to release completely into the space. I breathe into the space. Go ahead and change the meridian pressure point to the eyebrow, either one side or both sides together. As I relax and ease myself into the space, into this time, I allow things to just gently flow, to flow with ease. I release the things that feel heavy. I release my worries. I release my frustrations. I release all my fears. I let things go. I surrender to what is now. I surrender to this moment, to everything and anything, without question. I surrender with faith. Go ahead and change the meridian point to the corner of the eye. As I breathe further into the space, I realize I'm so grateful for so many things. Why am I so grateful? For having so much love around me that I didn't notice before. How am I so strong for so long that I didn't notice before? How have there been so many things that have made me so happy that I didn't notice before? Go ahead and change the meridian point to under the eye, at the top of the cheekbone. How have so many awesome things happened for me that I didn't notice before? How has every day been so incredible that I didn't notice before? How are my weeks and months going so smoothly, almost so magical, that I didn't notice before? Go ahead and switch the point back to the chest. How have I been living with so much ease that I didn't notice before? How have so many fantastic things been happening for me and through me that I didn't notice before? How I've been feeling so healthy, so resilient that I didn't notice before? How have I been living with so much peace and joy that I didn't notice before? How have I been so ready for the most incredible and awesome and extraordinary things happening in my life that I didn't notice before? How have I been so ready to have magic, peace, and love, and more so every day that I didn't notice before? Allow yourself now to take a slow breath in and breathe in as you visualize all that light coming through, and all that light coming through into every cell. And then release. Go ahead and breathe in again. Breathe in all that brightness into every cell of the body. And let it out. Go ahead now and switch the meridian point back to the blade of the hand. I now relax the top of my head. I release my forehead. I release my eyelids and the tissues around both eyes. I release my face, muscles, and the skin on top. I release my neck, my throat, muscles, and the skin all the way around. I release my shoulders, arms, hands, and fingers. I release and relax my chest, my abdomen, inside and out, releasing all skin, muscles, tissues, organs, glands, and the cells themselves. Relaxing further and releasing both thighs, both knees, both lower legs, both ankles, feet, and both sets of toes. And as I allow my body to loosen up all ligament pressures, all tensions from head to toe, I allow my body to go into that space of deep relaxation, giving it time to heal, to restore, to regenerate, and to allow unity within my mind, body, and spirit, to allow me to have a sense of wholeness and coherence, allow me to flow as one, to move as one, allowing me to always realize that I'm connected to things much more vast than I can ever imagine, allowing me to realize that my connection is also to things that I have yet to know. Go ahead and switch the meridian point back into the chest point. And again, gently tap here. Go ahead and breathe in slowly through the nose. And again, as you track that breath all the way down into the belly, breathe in as you visualize all that brightness going to every cell of your body, lighting them all up. And then sigh it out to release. Go ahead and breathe in again. And let it go. I'm letting go of all heaviness. I'm letting go of all things that feel burdensome. I'm releasing. I'm surrendering. I open the doors inward and release my own light, for I am light. I am love. I am peace. I am joy. I am everything. Nothing to chase, nothing to get. Only to allow myself to let and allow myself to just be and to just show up as I am. For I am enough. I am more than enough. I have enough, and I have more than enough. How is it that I've been so strong that I didn't notice before? How have I been so vibrant that I didn't notice before? How have things around me been so extraordinary that I didn't notice before? How am I able to shift so quickly now that I didn't notice before? How have there been so much peace all around me and within me that I didn't notice before? I allow with love all things to flow through me. I release myself to what is the greater good. I release myself to all that is peace, surrender myself to all that is love, to all that is joy. I fill my heart with all that is my passion and allow purpose and passion to flow gently through me, allowing me to feel all the knowledge that I need to know. I release. I allow. I'm just going to allow myself to be, show up as myself. Breathe in all that brightness and let it out. One more time, breathe in and let it out. Now go ahead and breathe very gently and quietly and place your hands on your lap and just sit for a moment, allowing yourself to pay attention to the way the body feels. There should be some mild tingling sensations, sometimes very fine vibrations that go throughout the body. This is normal. Sometimes the mind is completely clear. Sometimes there are remnants of memories, thoughts. Just allow them. Allow them to simply exist and sit with them. Sometimes the mind drifts to something in the future, That's okay too. And just feel yourself breathing. Feel yourself, your heart beating. Be aware that you're alive. And start thinking about embracing yourself with all that you're grateful for, as if every single thing you're grateful for, all those gratitudes, all of a sudden put a blanket, an arm around you. It makes you feel warm, safe, and comfortable. So many things that you're happy about, so many things you're grateful for. And now that you're thinking about it, they're now coming to you through your mind, through your heart. And feel free to continue on. You can continue on and sit for another, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe even an hour or more, whatever time you have. Feel free to replay this if you'd like. But once we end here, please, I invite you to just go on and sit for a little longer if you're able to do so and you feel called to do so. And as you sit, allow the thoughts to just flow freely. Don't need to interpret them. Your job is not to remove them from the mind. Your job is not to clear the mind. It is to offer a time of stillness for the mind and the body to do their work. And they're very good at it. You're just giving them space and an opportunity. Breathe in one more time and release. And if you feel called to, begin to wiggle your toes, stretch out your fingers, your arms, your legs. And when you're ready, just slowly open the eyes and just stare quietly for a little while, allowing the eyes to adjust, focusing on the heartbeat, focusing on where you are, the breath, just being here in the moment, just this moment. You're not doing anything, you're just here. And hopefully that allowed you to gain a little bit of peace and allow your mind to shift a little bit to a place that's quieter and calmer. All right, well, thank you for joining me today. And like I said, if you feel called to, please share, subscribe, and be sure to comment below. Use the comment section to ask questions and let me know what has worked for you. Let me know if you have other recommendations. I will do my best to answer everything as best I can. Also, be sure to check out my Substack.com blog. I write a newsletter every week that comes out on the platform Substack.com. And it's substack.com. I will include that information in today's YouTube section under description. You can also get the Android or iPhone app under Substack, and that way you can get, as a subscriber, all my newsletters and blogs as they come out. And so thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you again next week. Thank you, and much love and gratitude, many blessings, and I wish all of you much to be grateful for every day. So take care. Bye-bye.